Is hospitalized after being shot in the neck outside of a McDonald's in Brooklyn.
It apparently happened after an argument over food. CBS 2's Natalie Dudridge is live outside the restaurant in Bed-Stuy with the latest. Natalie?
Well, hi there, Cindy and Mary. The latest update from police, that 23-year-old employee is still in critical condition. Now, the McDonald's here is back open. We tried to speak to some of the employees. They're not allowed to tell us much, but they say he's a good guy, a good kid, and they also say they were all on edge coming to work here today.
That something could happen like that over something so simple as food, like that's crazy.
He was working at work. This happened at work. It's kind of sad because 9 times out of 10 he's trying to make a living.
Video shows a crowd form outside of a McDonald's on Fulton Street last night. Police say a 23-year-old fast food worker was shot around 7:15. It all started when he was approached by a female customer who sources say was mad her fries were cold and began arguing with the employee. That argument moved outside, and that's when sources say the woman called over her 20-year-old son to, quote, take care of the problem, who then pulled out a gun and shot the employee in the neck. He was rushed to Brookdale University Hospital. Police say the 20-year-old son was taken into custody.
Well, I'm deeply concerned. My children have come to this McDonald's over the years, and from time to time I have meetings in this McDonald's, and it's sad. It shows that we're in a level of crisis in the city.
My daughter wants to work in fast food. She's 17, and I'm scared of things like that. It's horrible. You could be angry and say, hey, I didn't get my order right, but to shoot someone?
This man works next door at another fast food spot. He says he's thankful his boss recently installed a glass barrier to protect them, but says staff are still scared.
Our worker, he called me today and he don't want to work no more.
Because of this?
Yeah, because of that stuff. Because they're scared. That's why I don't want to work at night. I told my boss, if you want to pay me like $100 per hour, I'm not going to work. Because it's crazy.
Police say there does not appear to be any previous connection between the employee and the suspect. Charges are still pending, and we did speak to McDonald's staff who tell us they do have security on hand, but one say security's hours have recently been scaled back. We're live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Natalie Dudridge, CBS 2 News.
From cold fries to cold-blooded killing, this is Crime Never Stops, where we go over crazy crimes happening in this crazy time. This story is coming out of Brooklyn, New York. The killer's name, Michael Morgan, charged with murder and criminal possession of a weapon over a killing he did on October 21st, 2020. What makes this story more crazier, Lisa Fillmore, the mother of the assailant, began questioning workers about the cold fries. After the workers laughed at her for asking to speak with their manager, Morgan himself came into the restaurant at his mother's defense. At a certain point, Matthew Webb got involved and went outside of the restaurant where that's where he allegedly got shot in the neck by Morgan himself. My condolences go out to Matthew Webb, his family, and his loved ones. This is just a simple case that could have been stopped by just learning how to control your anger and walking away in the right moment. Use this as an example of what not to do if you're in a situation like this.
Or breaking news in Brooklyn, police say the McDonald's worker who was shot during an argument over cold fries has died. The shooting is now being investigated as a homicide. Yesterday, prosecutors indicated that charges against the shooter, the accused shooter, Michael Morgan, would be upgraded if that worker died. Police say Morgan shot 23-year-old Matthew Webb outside the McDonald's in Bed-Stuy on Monday. They say Morgan also confessed to murdering another man in 2020 in Brooklyn.